Michel Barnier's Brexit strategy has begun to unravel now the UK has taken a tough stance with the EU, despite the negotiator warning of a no deal, an expert has claimed. Last week, Mr Barnier indicated a deal was now becoming less likely as the EU's chief negotiator claimed the UK was wasting time. Several areas of divergence still remain between the two sides, with a no-deal Brexit becoming more likely. Speaking to Express.co.uk, former Conservative MEP and academic research director at the Institute of Economic Affairs, Syed Kamal claimed the UK's position has taken away the EU's initial advantage. He said, "For much of the withdrawal agreement negotiations, the EU played hardball while the UK seemed to approach the negotiations as a friendly conversation with both sides aiming for a win-win scenario, so it's reassuring to see the UK now taking a tough stance. Given that Michel Barnier had the upper hand for much of the negotiations, I am not surprised that he is complaining about the UK's tougher stance." Quote, "While we should aim to sign a UK-EU trade deal, this should not be at any price. Without an overall UK-EU trade agreement, we may see some sector-specific agreements where it is in both sides' interest and uncontroversial. Many British companies trade on WTO terms with buyers and sellers in countries with which the UK and EU has no formal trade agreement, since both sides see mutual benefit. You would expect diplomats on both sides to warn of the dangers of no deal and to point figures at each other, since they're just doing their jobs." Similar to Mr Barnier, the UK's negotiator David Frost also concluded a no-deal Brexit is now becoming more likely. However, Mr Frost insisted the EU's stance on the areas of divergence such as fisheries and state aid has made it unnecessarily difficult. While both sides have indicated the increasing possibility of a no-deal Brexit, Mr Kamal claimed a deal can be still agreed but must not be at any price for the UK. He added, "All scenarios are possible at the moment. Both the UK and the EU would prefer a deal but not at any price. Many trade deals are agreed on the single undertaking basis, i.e. nothing is agreed until everything is agreed, but it may be more practical to go for a skeleton or limited agreement based on those chapters or sectors where there is agreement but filling in other details later."